Good morning, Satnam. Hello, who's here? Nobody's here? Satnam, hello.
Satnam, hello.
Hi, dear. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It was so wonderful to see you.
Oh, my gosh, you too. Are you recovering? Resting a little bit, I hope?
Well, we're just going along. Makadam is here, and she is working with the recording and the editing.
Oh, nice.
So that we can get that up for everybody. And, there's
that's wonderful.
Stuff to happen.
Still things to do, yeah.
Stuff to happen. And today at noon.
I hope you get to rest a little bit.
Huh?
I hope you get a little bit of rest in there, too.
Well, maybe we can sneak it in.
Yeah, good.
I got a full night's sleep last night. It was fun.
Oh, good.
Did you get a rest?
I did.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
I did get to rest, yeah. And I got to see all my babies, so that's always very rejuvenating.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And I told the whole story. I said, and we got this back from him, and now we're going to give it to him.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Oh my gosh. We're going, Hernal and Satsandria are sponsoring a potluck for people at the ashram to meet Amandeep today.
Oh, how nice. So how long is he going to be there?
He's leaving tomorrow morning. It's at 7. Harnal is taking him to the airport.
Oh, okay. So you're still taking care of him. That's good.
Well, people are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a wonderful teacher. He's just, oh, my gosh.
Isn't he amazing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on all levels, yes.
Yes. And sweet, too.
So sweet.
When I tell him, oh, you're so sweet, he gets so shy. He's so cute.
He is.
Otherwise, he's just this, strong and powerful. Let her know.
Yeah, that's why I said he kind of encompasses everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, who else is here?
Suzanne?
Oh, wait a minute. I can't hear because I have this blower on my wood stove and it's too loud. I'm sorry, who's here?
Ranjit.
Hi, Ranjit.
Hello.
Hello, and who else?
Suzanne.
Kehar.
Oh, that was great. Okay. Suzanne, Rahmani, Kehar, and Guru Atma. Right?
Yeah.
Good. Welcome. And who else is here?
Paramatma Kaur.
Welcome, dear. And who else?
Carol is here.
Hi, Carol. How are you?
Just fine.
Oh, good. Anybody else? Okay. Well, let's get going then. Okay, so everybody sit straight. Satnishan said she wouldn't be able to make it this morning, but we will keep her in mind. Makadam, are you here? She's giggling in the other room. She says, yeah. Okay. Amandeep called her laugh. He called it the Buddha's laugh. I love that. Okay, so sit straight, palms together. Long, deep breath. Eyes at the third eye point. And go deep into the third eye point. Deep into the third eye point. drop your cares, drop your thinking. Just drop it so you can relax entirely now. Long deep breath. And when we tune in, go to knowing who you are. Om Namo. Don't forget. Om is the infinity. Namo is thy name. Guess who you really are. Okay. So sit straight, palms together, and inhale to begin. Om Namo Guru Namo Long deep breath. Good. Keep up the long deep breath and move entirely into your heart, into your soul. Good. Inhaling hot, exhaling numb. And on the exhale, feel as though the air is coming out of your heart center. On the exhale, as you're doing long deep breath from the belly, through the nose, on the exhale, feel as though the air is coming out of your heart center. Really allow your heart center to open. Good. Keep up. You just had Valentine's Day. Let it keep opening. Opening. Baba Siri Chand says, allow your heart to become so wide, so deep, he says, that you can actually jump into the ocean of your own virtue. I'm asking him, what is our virtue? He says, you all just deny your virtue so much. He says, your virtue is your kindness, your openness, your grace, your compassion, your courage. He said it's there. Don't get haughty about it, but just open so that you can relax in it. I'm saying, sir, but what about the shadows? He says, well, they're swimming around, but just don't worry about it. You all are so beautiful and so blessed. Just jump into this beautiful ocean of virtue. And he says, when the shadows come up and reach for the air, he says, ha, ha, ha. He says, they reach up to the sunlight. He says, it's a natural process. Allow it to happen. Okay, keep up heart breath. And now opening. And he says, join all of what appear to be your individual oceans of virtue. Join with everybody else's on this call or listening to this call. Whoa, powerful. What a blessing, what a greatness. Okay, now see this ocean. See it in beautiful gold, sparkly droplets. He says that envelop. He says they are sourced in the universe and they envelop our whole world on every level. They envelop our whole world on every level. But these beautiful droplets, these packets of infinite information, so to speak, allow them to trigger transformation of every level of our world. The world that we know, the people who are in pain, the people who are happy, of Mother Earth herself. As we aid, as we come forth in this rebirthing process of Mother. Know who you are. Know the blessings that flow to you, through you, from you. You are not separate from the stars, he says. You are not separate from me. You are not separate from all the higher beings. He says, we are of one essence. He says, do you remember our first phone call, or one of our first, where we all sat at the round table of equals of what you would call the higher beings? He says, let's go back there. Let's revisit. Let's have our reunion there. Know yourself at this very beautiful table. He says, here you are at this very beautiful table. Recognize, he says, look around. See who's there. Take note of who's there. He says, and now look around at everybody who's seated there, including you, including all of your classmates here. There is no high, there is no low. He says we are all of equal caliber. Again, he says the only thing that separates us from our divinity is our non-recognition. Our non-recognition of who we are and what flows through us. Now, he's not asking us to get into pride. Oh, yes, I am a higher being. He's not asking us to do that. No. He says in order to allow this recognition, please go into total, absolute humility. go into such humility that we drop the idea of, or how can I say, drop the idea of being low. Just let it go. Let it melt. Use your breath. And also drop the idea of being high, higher than anything. Breathe. Let it go. I know you're saying, oh, but now I'm recognizing myself as a higher being. He says, this is the way we do it. Dropping judgment of high or low. He says, and now continue. Please drop your judgment of high or low. Drop that judgment concerning other people. He says, I don't care who they are, where they are, what they're doing. He says, if they are of God's plan, how can they be low or more than high? Essentially, that is who they are. They are of the essence. You are of the essence. He's calling that essence the infinite green. In other words, the green is the heart center color. Of the infinite green. Continue your breath. Know who you are. And he says, please have an appreciation that we characters of the drama, playing the parts of high and low, are essential to carrying out the drama, the creation. He said, without the interplay, there is no creation. He says it's fine to have no creation. We move back into no creation. It's part of the cycle. He said, but at this point, we are the creation. So there's an appreciation of the drama because it is of the creation. Now, when he says the drama, he also means the growth, the death, and the rebirth. Please have a recognition of that. A recognition. But know who you are at the center of it all. You are still at the round table with these exquisite beings. These exquisite beings who have dropped the attachment. Dropped the attachment to the drama, and yet here they are guiding us through the drama. The cycle. The interplay, the push and the pull. Mandeep showed us a beautiful ancient Indian images. They were Mayan and so on all over the world, of teams of people on both sides pulling this great big snake back and forth, back and forth. The push and pull of light and dark, creating the karmic cycle. In appreciation of it, while you are in the central aspect of neutrality. You're not cut off from it, but you are not hiding from it. You engage with it, but you are not of it. Baba Siri Chand says simply that is what you call a higher being, one who can engage with the drama, but maintains that central neutrality. That's what awareness means. The drama doesn't drag you down. The heights don't take you out. It means you are present, living in the infinity of your neutrality while you yet engage in the finite world of time and space, of light and dark. Cycling. Okay, so keep up. And you know how kids have show and tell day at school? Okay, he says, this is your show and tell day. He says, please pick up in your mind a situation that you get so involved in that you get stressed out. Whether you judge it a light situation, a dark situation, but something that grabs you so entirely that takes you to that one thing, and sort of encompasses you like a shell. Could be a difficulty that you're having with something. You know, we talked about our crocodiles last week. It could be worry. It could be stress. It could be something that keeps your focus cornered. Okay? Okay, now he's saying, now watch it. He says, just watch it. He says, watch the light and dark. Watch the dance of the light and the dark. The pushing and the pulling of the snake. The churning of karma. Watch it. Watch what happens. Good. He says, and now bring the consciousness of the total infinity, the absolute neutrality. Let yourself expand into it. Pure awareness. He says, be who you are. And now move that play, that dance, into that neutrality. Move it in. And begin to see the interplay between the infinite and the finite. Not being attached to the drama. Not being attached to it. Not having it be your end-all, be-all, your identity. Your identity is with a pervasive light, the openness. And yet you participate with a game of life. See that? And he says, when you do that, do you see how much more effective your participation in that situation is when you stay within your center Know yourself as that center, that infinity, that expansion, and see your participation in the everyday life, in the drama of the everyday life, in the cycling of life. Do you see how it broadens? Do you see how it becomes so much more effective, so much more light, so much more free, open, appreciating the journey, dancing with a Shiva, with a Shiva's dance of creation. Then you're not bludgeoned by this everyday drama, but you rejoice in it. You may laugh, you may cry, but you still rejoice in it. That's your source. Good. He says, now, open your heart even more. Open your heart even more. And let this beautiful prayer of play occur within your heart. It is such joy. It's just waiting for you. He says, no matter how difficult you think that your situations have been, he says this joy of your heart is always lurking there, always lurking. The infinity is always in this heart, this beautiful heart of yours. He says healing is all about just digging out all the junk, all the landslides, all of the coverings and holdings that are around this beautiful, pure heart of yours. He says, just take a moment to feel that, to touch it, to play with it, and let it play with you. And let it play with all of the people, all of the animals, all of Mother's nature. Let it play. This is the gift of the infinite. This is the gift that you, as the infinite on earth, give to yourself. Please accept it. He says it's your birthday. Your birthday. Of birthing your beautiful, beautiful heart. He says, please return to this frequently. Make it a habit. He says, you will be so surprised at how all changes. He says, do you have the courage? Do you have the courage to really live in the joy of your heart? This is a little joke. He's dancing. He's dancing kind of like a little elf. He says, I'm not little. Okay. Sorry. But he is dancing like an elf. Opening and opening. He says, and now please, at this moment, fix this identity as you. He says this is kind of tricky because he's asking you, the finite, to be the infinite, which is you, but in fact, there is no, you can't really use the word you because it's too finite. He's asking you to fix this identity of the pure play as your identity in every cell and every molecule of your psyche. Breathe with it, please. Let the energy move. Let the light be triggered in every bit of you. Good. He says, now please start snapping your fingers. He says, snap them around your heart. Snap, 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 snap. He says, what you're doing, you're using a kind of a sound current to, he says, to sort of break, to shatter. He says, you know, when you see a pane of glass kind of shatter apart, he is saying that's what you're doing and letting go of this facade of small, of being low, of being judged and judging. That's it. Keep snapping. All around your heart. All around your 10th gate at the top of your head. Good. Keep up your beautiful breath. Let things change. Let them evolve. That's what you're doing now. You're evolving. Okay, and you can relax the snapping. Do Gyan Mudra with that other hand. And relax in this pure identity. Relax in your pure identity. Again, seeing yourself at the table with all of our beloveds who guide us along. No separation, just kindness at a beautiful banquet. Kindness of joining of hearts with Baba Siri Chand, with Guru Ramdas, with Yogi Bhajan, and any and all of the other saints and gurus and angelic beings. Just happy to be here. This is your purity. This is your grace. The healing is a confronting of the things, the situations, the feelings, the energy fields that keep us from this realization. Okay, that's one part of the path. The other part of the path is acknowledging non-separation. Acknowledging your true identity. Acknowledging your Satnam. Breathe. Our breath. And turn yourself over to fun. Good. And inhale. Feel yourself shining. Feel yourself shining from every pore. And exhale and breathe. Good. Okay, dear ones, he is softly asking for your sharing, for your knowing, your feeling, for your experience. Who can go first?
Siri Gian?
Yes.
This is Rahmani.
Hi, dear. It was fun to see you at the course.
Oh, I loved it. It was so fun.
Yeah.
When you started sharing that Baba Siri Chand used the word virtue, that be in your virtue,
yes.
I had all these memories of in the beginning days of 3HO, how Yogiji told us to do the Grace of God meditation twice every day.
Oh, yes.
And
can you explain the Grace of God meditation? I mean,
yeah,
not in depth, but generally.
Oh, okay. Well, it was using a breath, and it was using the fingertips, and we would do it lying down. And sometimes we would have Grace of God meetings, and we would all lie down and put our heads close to each other in the circle. And then once we went up, I think, to New York City on Mother's Day, and we paraded through the streets with banners, "We are the Grace of God." And so it was, and he said it would bring silver, I think, to our auras, and it was really all we need to know is that we are the grace of God. And the word virtue, the way it was being used today, was another way of speaking of that grace. And then you used the word again later in this sharing. So that was really nice. I love that meditation, and I don't know if people still do it. It might be nice if you don't have it on your site to put it there if it's if you think it would be appropriate.
It would be
yeah,
good.
It's so lovely. And then when we would when we did it individually, it would be I am the grace of God, I am the grace of God, and you would stay with it because it took somewhere, I guess, around 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how quickly you move through it. I would start out and go, oh, I am not this. But, of course, by the end, the mantra had shifted it. And then there'd be this wonderful glowing feeling. And then when we would do it together, we would chant, we are the grace of God. And whenever there was a 120th day celebration or 40 days after a birth or anything, we would sing it a lot.
I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the other thing was my relationship with my daughter came up around a challenging thing because she's not in communication really at all. And when she is, it's just very superficial and short and perfunctory. And I really got in the process of first opening myself to the pain and just feeling that this is not about me. This is about her relationship with her infinite self. And I happen to bug her as an embodiment because I'm so dedicated to the path. So I was able to perceive that it's her journey, and for me to stay in my neutrality. And then guess what? I don't have to go through the hell. So that's a good situation.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
And what effect does it have on her? Did you get to see that?
Well, yeah, I think it frees her up, that she doesn't have to push off for me. She's just dealing with her own push-pull. She's not having to deal with mine if I step back. So I suspect it quickens her ability to move through it.
Ah, delightful.
Yeah, and the big thing for me is just to realize even if it doesn't happen in this lifetime, it's okay. Because in the broader sense, this lifetime is endless.
That's
in
true.
terms of her appreciation and return, kind of, yeah.
That's true. Great. Well, God bless you, dear. Thank you, Grace of God. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Siri Gian.
Yes. Now, who else can share?
I guess I could share. This is Paramatma.
Hi, dear.
Hi. I think one of my push-pulls is that I wanted, I organize all these things that I'm going to teach, and I'm going to do all, I have all these clients set up for my shiatsu and all of this, and then I get sick.
You get sick?
I think that I would recover easily, but I add to it. I add to my own sickness. Like, I've had a lot of colds. I have one right now this winter, but I add to it. I add this whole thing around being really hard on myself when I get sick, and so then I feel that it adds to the sickness, and I don't recover very easily, and I feel so bad when I have to cancel all these things. And so,
how are you hard on yourself when you get sick?
I don't know. Maybe it's a subconscious thing or something. I just think
what do you do? I don't understand being hard on yourself.
I'm mad at myself for being sick. I don't know. I instead of just relaxing and saying this is the way it is, it's not my identity, and it's not. I just. And so I think that prolongs my sickness even. and my ability to recover, but just what Baba Siri Chand was saying about just neutrality and not, just being neutral about it. I'm sick, and that's it. I have to take care of myself. I can't do this, and not add any more thoughts to the whole process and thinking I'm letting down people or that kind of thing. Yeah.
Good. And what does it feel like when you sort of look at that experience?
Well, I think it's more relaxing, and I think if I relax more, I'm going to recover faster without,
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Good. Well, thank you very much. Keep us informed. Are you part of our Facebook group? Our tribe?
No, but I'm going to catch up with you there sometime.
Good. We're looking forward to it. And I'm going to tell everybody again the address. It's facebook.com/groups, GROUPS/Soul Answer. It's a closed group, but you just ask to be a member, and you are right there with us, okay? It's a beautiful sharing, asking for blessings and giving blessings and realizations and fun and jokes and inspiration. It's nice. We love to have you join us. Okay, thank you so much, Paramatma. We'll look forward to your being happy, even when you get sick. Thank you. Who else can share?
I can share. This is
who
Kehar.
is
This is Kehar.
Yes, Kehar.
I wanted
by
to
the
share.
way, may I say, Kehar was a wonderful help to us. She communicated with Makaram during the course for our first experiment in live streaming. We really appreciate your help, dear.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Great.
Experiment in what was it?
We did live streaming of the course.
Oh, live
an experiment. So they saw the whole course right there on their own computers. They could participate that way. So we're looking forward to making this available for more of our courses in the future. Okay, Kehar.
I just wanted to share that my little sister Erica, I've been doing a lot of heart breath and kind of coaching with her through. She's just going through a transitionary period, and today is her birthday, and she's 21, and there's been a lot of things that are good that are happening with her. She has been open to more of like heart breath and doing meditations with me over the phone, and I even got her to try to do a 40-day practice.
Wow.
Yeah, and a lot of it's coming from her, but I've been doing dun Das Gurus for her, and when we were our eyes were closed. Well, when we were sitting at the round table and looking who was there, I got this feeling like she was there, and that she was just like smiling and happy and like bouncing around like ah. I know, and I just feel that that she's on that path of coming into her divinity and knowing that, and it's just a really like beautiful thing. I just wanted to share that, and yeah.
How delightful.
Yeah.
Well, we're all going to send her some heart breath for her birthday. Let's do it
now.
Yeah, do it, everybody. See Erica's beautiful heart with the idea that she recognizes it. Good. I see pink ribbons all in her hair.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Kehar. Who else can share? We're just waiting. Somebody can. Okay, it feels like Baba Siri Chand's poking somebody in the ribs. Does somebody feel that? Okay. So I guess let's see. So we'll just keep doing a little heart breath for a minute. Oh, he's saying now, he says, you have a pencil and paper there? He says, make note of your virtues. He says, don't think about them, just write them down. I'm giving them to you right now. And do not judge them. Make a list of your virtues. Just listen and make a list. Very quick now, so that your mind doesn't get too engaged here. Okay, inhale. Exhale. 10 down. Okay, we're going to go in kind of a quick rotation. Who's first to tell us a list of their virtues?
Suzanne? Go first. I'm Suzanne.
Yes, Suzanne.
Okay. I got joyful.
Speak louder, please. I can't hear you very well.
Can you hear me now?
Better, yeah.
Okay. I got joyful, playful, serious, and I can concentrate.
Fabulous. Isn't that wonderful? This is fun. Okay, who's next?
Good evening.
Yes, dear.
Compassion, strength, power, laughter, sweetness, open heart, generosity.
Wow, cool. Who's next?
Ranjit.
Ajit?
Ranjit.
Oh, Ranjit? Yes.
Yeah. Patience, love, generosity, serving others.
Cool. Who's next?
This is Kehar.
Yes, Kehar.
I got kind-hearted, simple, loving, all-purposeful, shining bright, laughing.
Fabulous. Okay, good. Who's next? Rahmani? Can I call on you? Well, maybe she had to get off the phone.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Honesty, courage, sweetness, creativity, love, beauty, grace, and strength.
Wonderful. And who else is here?
Would you want mine?
Yes, dear.
I got kindness, compassion, understanding, grasping, see the beauty.
And what was the last?
Seeing beauty.
Seeing beauty. Wonderful. And we loved having you at the course, too. That was great.
Thank you. It was wonderful.
And anybody else?
This is Carol.
Yes, Carol.
I had courage, patience, and lovingness.
Yum. Good. Who else? One more. Come forward. Paramatma, did you do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Playful, joyful, generosity, patient, appreciate music and art, strength, kindness, courage, understanding, loving.
Isn't this fun? We get to declare it to ourselves. He says that's what it's all about. Declare it to yourselves. He says it doesn't mean that we do not acknowledge the shadow, but that we switch it. We switch our concept of continually judging ourselves, hurting ourselves, staying in that place of difficulty, to the place of exaltation, to the place of comfort, to the place of knowing that we're just fine and comfortable and beautiful and expansive. He says that's when the joy of the heart comes up. So, God bless you all. He says, I am hugging each and every one of you. Bear hug, he says. So, God bless you all. And does anybody have a comment? Okay, so he says, bless you all, and we will gather next week. He says, but I'm not leaving you. He says, be sure of that. I'm not leaving you. We will gather soon. God bless you all. Okay, so Kehar, would you lead us in the closing song?
Yes. Inhale. May the light shine on you. All around you. And your heart within you. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on.
Inhale. And love yourself, love your virtues. It is a fun place to be. Sat Nam. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.